question is for you. How did you think of directing a film on Poorna?
I was offered the film in the role of Dr. R.S. Praveen Kumar,
Okay.
and I was so struck by the story that I asked the writers if they had money for it, and they said they hadn't raised the money as yet. So I
Okay.
offered to produce it,
Okay.
and then one thing led to another, and then
Okay.
I was directing it a few months down the line. I think it's the most astonishing biopic I have ever read or now seen or heard of.
Okay.
Because the journey of where she was to where she ends up is the longest journey I've ever seen.
Okay.
The most improbable, impossible journey. Because she's a 13-year-old from a tribal village in Pakala, which is in Telangana, which is, so she's not rich, she's not educated, she's not a mountaineer, there's no culture of mountaineering in Telangana, there's no mountain in Telangana. It's crazy how that happened. And from there where she went to become the youngest girl in history at the age of 13 on top of Everest, it's a crazy story of physical and mental winning. And I think that when India decides to do something,
Yeah.
when she has talent and the system is working and the officer on top is honest and really inspirational, anything can happen. And so this is our love song to India and how India can be immaculate and beautiful and sublime when it wants to.
How did you come to direct it? What was the decision that you took, when you thought, okay, I'll direct this film? Because you're even producing it.
It was an organic process.
Okay.
I think a lot of people have asked me this question. Where one ended and where it began is an organic process.
Right.
And it's just at one point you realize that, let's just do it.
Event, you said the trailer launch event, you mentioned that you had some problems getting the original footage. So I just want to know, how much of the original footage is, if you could get it.
I did have a problem. I had the kind of, what should I say, people who were going to give it to me were very clear that they wanted it to be footage that was given to people who really respect. Well, I think the people who had the footage were very concerned about how it was going to be used, what kind of film it was going to be, what kind of exaggerated, would it be factually correct, would there be respect for mountaineering. So all of that, was very important. So they took their time. And finally they gave us the footage.
Aditi, as for you, how is it playing the girl sitting right next to you? Was she an inspiration during the shooting
Yes.
as well?
Yes. So I never expected that I'll be playing Poorna's role. So after I got to play her role, I was very excited and also happy.
Right. Okay. How about you? आपके ऊपर तो मूवी बनी है पूरी. So what are your thoughts? What is going on in your mind?
मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा, कभी भी नहीं सोचा था ऐसे मूवी मेरे नाम पे आएगी, मेरे स्टोरी पे आएगी.
Right.
एंड बहुत लोग देखने वाले हैं. I never think like that. It's very happy moment for me and it's like new birth for me. मैंने भी रोया था मूवी देख के.
Okay.
And 24th of this month फैमिली के साथ मैंने मूवी देखा था.
Okay.
So they all also cried.
Nice.
We also showed the film to the Honorable President of India
Oh, what was his
at
reaction?
Rashtrapati Bhavan.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
they both were with us.
As well as
Okay.
I never thought that I'll be going to Rashtrapati Bhavan.
Right.
It was the film with the president, so it was a great moment watching the film with him.
Awesome. How thankful are you to Rahul? How was he while he was directing you and
there is
acting?
no words to say
Yes.
thanks and happiness.
Right. Rahul, as for you, recently in an interview you also mentioned that you were not getting the required work that you wanted to do, and
Sure.
you will not do a film like Dil Dharakne Do again.
Sure.
So I just want to know what were your thoughts when you said that, like why not? Because I liked your role in Dil Dharakne Do. I thought it was quite
I don't-
different.
I wanted to work with Zoya,
Right.
and I know that I would never get a chance again to work with Zoya.
Right.
But otherwise, I'm only interested in my little films where I play the lead, where I'm the motor of the film.
Right.
That's where I feel most useful. It can be pretty. It's not as what's the word? As rewarding as you'd expect it to be. But I enjoyed Dil Dharakne Do. I loved working in it, and I'm proud of my work in it. But that's because it's Zoya, and
Right.
she's a friend.
Right.
And it's been 25 years that we've known each other, and I would love to work with her again.
Right.
But otherwise, generally, I'm done with. I know what I want, and I've never been a starving actor.
Right.
I've never acted to feed myself, and I'm going to be directing for the rest of my life. So I'm going to, just look for the roles that I like to do.
What next are you planning to direct? Do you have anything in mind at present?
We'll just stay on the acting for a second. I mean, I'm in Poorna, and Shabana said it's my best work ever.
Right.
And Naseer had some fantastic things to say about my work, and all of that. And so maybe I'm underplayed myself a little bit, the fact that I have a big role in this film, because it is the little girl's film, and it is, she carries the film. But I'm there. The next acting role that I would be doing would be something that I've just accepted a role in a Bengali film.
Okay.
And that's going to be happening in June.
Okay.
Strange, but last 2 weeks I've got 2 roles, one opposite one of South's biggest stars and one in a Bengali film. So the Bengali film looks good. It's got a good cast, it's got a good story, and I'm going to do it.
Anything that you have in mind to direct at present? Do you have a story that you want to make?
Next, year after next, 2018, a film set in Bombay
Okay.
about a woman, but she's not real, she's fictitious.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Okay.
All the best for the film.